Welcome back to the channel. We're doing some Euro Truck Simulator. Let's get in there and see what mischief we can get into, and hopefully do some deliveries too. Okay, yeah, connect. Yeah, we got the Baltic Sea. It was on sale. I don't know if we'll do anything in there. Depends. Yeah, it depends on what kind of delivery we can get. Of course, it always takes a bit of time for stuff to load. Of course, I've been updating everything, even if I'm not doing any game content. I make sure everything's updated, so when I do get in there to do something, I'm not having to wait 20 minutes for everything. Alright, whatever. We're all good. Let's see where we're at. I don't recall where we left off. Okay, we're in Stuttgart, or whatever the heck that is. That's where we're at. So let's see what about no, I want external. Let's go external. We'll do a world of trucks and see if we can get something that is somewhat decent. That one's 700 kilometers. Let's see if we can get a short one. I don't care if it's less money. At the end of the day, it's go into France. That one is 600. How about this one? We've done this excavator twice already. I think it's time that we move to something else. Let's try this backhoe. That one's in. That's 450. We'll do that because that's pretty small. That way we're not risking the chances of this being an hour-long episode, where I'd like them to keep them under that if I can. I'd like them once in a while like that, but I've been trending on the longer videos, and I don't like doing that because I'm not going to get any views if I keep doing that. People just don't have time. All right. It's at 10:16 in the morning. Yeah, I got rid of that 24-hour BS. It was very confusing for me. I'm confused enough. I don't need anything else. Oh yeah, I wanted to get into settings. Let's go into settings. I want to check something. This is something that I didn't realize. I was trying to do... Yeah, I did not know it. English. We'll do that.
Ready to roll.
All right, and it's not too bad of a volume, so it'll be good. Let's get in there and drive. I didn't know. I was hearing these GPS, and I thought it was... I looked around. I was looking in the wrong place. The whole time it was an audio. Now I figured it out.
The job done.
Now let's turn around. I don't want to cause a wreck or something. Yeah, I should be able to turn around, but of course I can't turn around because I'm too busy acting like a crackhead. There, that's the way you should. Just line it up correctly. Why isn't it doing what it's supposed to? It's not going into gear. Alright, now it's going into gear. Alright, here we go. Let's try to move this along.
Turn left.
No kidding, we're going to do that once we get going. I hope it doesn't get to be too annoying. It's just hard for me sometimes with the roads, the way they're situated. the way they are.
Right.
I sometimes will not move into the merge lane when I'm supposed to, or whatever. And this way,
Right.
oh, this is where we're picking it up.
It was a nice ride.
Well, it's not over yet, but let's just stop here for a second, see if we can see what this load is. Okay, all right. All right, easy enough to pick up, or maybe not. We'll be able to pick it up well enough, but it's going to be hard to swing it around. Hopefully it'll cooperate with us. I really got him. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. I think things will be easier once I get a
Let's go.
shifter. All right, the way we came in. Yeah, I just want to make sure we can line this up right, because we don't want to leave and get hung up on a road, or not a road, but get hung up on a fence or something. I've done that many times just because I was not careful getting out of a place.
Turn left.
Yeah, this is hard with the trees and stuff. Looks like they're going to let us go, so we're going to get going before they change their mind. Hopefully we can clear the curbs and stuff. And I think I just went through a red light. But I was just whipping that corner, so oh well. But anyhow, it's not a bad run. 455 miles. It'll take a bit just to navigate that, but we'll get her done. I've had a harder time in Euro just because the roads are narrower. They don't give you any shoulder whatsoever, and there's no reason for it in some instances. In some instances it is, because just though, you know, it's an old city and everything was built with, you know, it's just like in some of the states, you know.
Stay right.
Horse carriages were the thing, you know, so you didn't really need a big road like this. But I'm getting more accustomed to it, and trying to not to wreck things too much. I don't care how good you are at this game, eventually you're going to hit something. It's just the way it is, because the AI traffic is not all that consistent, which makes it a lot more realistic than you realize. Funny thing is, this whole time I was thinking I was going to have to download some stupid mod which could potentially ruin the game. And I did download some mods for American Truck, and I couldn't get them to work. And then I went through audio, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I went through all this, and it's right there in audio. I never suspected it being there. Of course, it's where it should be, I guess, but I never noticed it. But I don't deep dive into the settings for every little detail anyway. I'd like to simplify things as much as possible. But we're trucking right along. At least we have daylight, and I think it'll be mostly a daytime run. So yeah, it's a daytime run. We're good. Let's just whip it over there quickly, because these frickin' people are asleep. Yeah, that's the other thing. The GPS, they don't know crap about stuff like that, so you have to be pretty much awake and alert. In the last video, I was saying something about getting a beacon for this rig.
Stay right, and then exit right.
See, this is going to help a lot, this thing. Yeah, I was
Exit right.
telling about the beacon. Well, I tried to get a beacon after the episode was over, and I went in and we went to the place, and yeah, that's where we started out. We had to, and you can't buy a beacon until you're level 12 or above. So we're almost there, but I was just kind of disappointed, and I think this is the reason why they have so many modders out there. Is that in somewhat that, but I think it's mostly because it's taken a long time for them to do map expansions, especially in American Truck. American Truck is get to, you know, Texas coming and Montana coming. They're adding more DLC content to Euro Truck. Their map is already pretty full to begin with. They're just adding more things in it. I think they're adding like cities and stuff that they didn't have before, and I think that'll eventually happen with American, especially if they get all 50 states in there, or yeah, 49 anyway. Then they'll probably expand, you know, add even more cities and even smaller places too. But you know, you're talking years. I mean, years for that to happen. And that's why I like these games. These games never end. As long as you get the time to play them, they'll always be available to play, and there's no linear path. I guess you could say it could get boring after a while, seeing the same stuff over and over again, and that's a thing, that's a possibility. But at the end of the day, I guess if you really enjoy this kind of content, you enjoy it or you don't. If you get bored with it, then you watch less of it, which is understandable. But I think the loads are what makes the difference. The loads and changing up a truck every now and again, it definitely will go a long way. You know, you keep it real. I'm planning on buying a different truck for this game too. I don't want to rock the Mercedes. You know, just keep running that all the time. I think that was my big mistake. Yeah, you want familiarity, but at the same time, you need to change it up a bit. And I think that's what we're going to do with this one for sure.
Stay left.
Oh. Yeah, it's good to take a short run. It's kind of reminiscent of the first times I was playing ATS, where most of the runs were 200, 300 miles. In this case, it's 455 kilometers, so it's all along that same line, 300 miles or so. This is the issue I'm having, is I'm speeding too much. I'm trying to get the cruise set, but every time I set it, it doesn't acknowledge it. So we'll see what we can do. We'll see if I can knock it in at 77. There we go. I think we locked it in this time. Yeah, I really like to use the cruise when I can, but it just seems like sometimes when I get it set, always some crisis up above, you know, forward comes around, and you got to get off the cruise because there's an accident or traffic's been diverted or something crazy. So I don't lock myself into it for very long because I'm never able to. Yeah, I recently got Bus Simulator 21, but I seemingly am having a hard time getting the button mapping correctly. Can't get the wheel to work with it correctly. I can get it to work with the controller, but the controller is so difficult to run. I'm running people over in a bus. I mean, this isn't Speed, you know, the movie with the bus, you know. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna scrap the plans for that. I got content recorded and everything, and it's no good. I mean, for comedic element, I could load up sections of it to say how horrible the game was for me to get going. A lot of people love it, but some people did say that they had a hard time with it. So I'm not the only one. Now, if this company ever decides to put a bus simulator game out, I would jump on that in a heartbeat, because they got their shit together. They know how to map stuff correctly. They know how you can get a wheel in there and you can get it set pretty close to the way you want it, and it's not difficult at all. It's only, you know, difficult if you make it to be, I guess. But I like the countryside during the day. At night, it's a bear to drive because you can't see anything. There's no lights or anything to help. It's kind of like reminiscent of northeast or northwestern part of the states. Dying. Maybe I'm allergic to water or something. This week we got another loop-de-loop up here, so we'll see. You'll see when I go around this loop what I'm talking about. They're all pretty much the same.
Then exit right.
And the issue is
Exit right. Go straight.
yeah. The issue is like when you go in one of these loops, you practically are hitting the rail as you're going around, because if you got a truck, so we'll take it as slow as we can. But look at this. So this one is actually not too bad. It's kind of proving me to be a liar, but some of these, yeah, see, this one doesn't have a guardrail on the right. A lot of these have a guardrail on the left and the right. And those are the ones that are a bear. This one wasn't bad. Oh wow, I had no clue that I was going 93. I guess we're like that bus I was referring to. Come on, slow down a little bit. We keep coasting at 90 something kilometers, we're going to get good gas mileage for sure. Alright, let's see if we can tap into the cruise now. 78. Yep, we're locked in. Locked in, and these guys are going to go slow just because they're, I don't know, truckers, I guess. They got nothing better to do and drive like really freaking slow. My main thing was that was a merge right there, and a lot of times they really slow down for those, so I was like gonna think about getting around it. So we not only thought about it, we got around it. We didn't have traffic to the left of us like we do sometimes, and usually I gotta slam on the brakes and do some crazy shit so I don't get into a wreck. Recently on this channel I ran into such a situation and ended up ripping the wheel out of the freaking base here of my desk, and it took me a bit just to get that tightened back up, and I'm like, yeah, I don't need no more of that headache. But not bad, we're doing pretty good. 109 kilometers. This is going to be a nice short episode, which that's what we like occasionally, because I think you get more views the shorter the episode in some cases. This one stays under the half hour, 40-minute realm. I'll be happy with that. Yeah, that was not what I wanted exactly. Just trying
Stay
to.
left.
Yeah, see, I like the GPS because it really is helpful. Because if you're in that right lane and it's telling you to stay left, you're going to be like, well, I think I'm in the wrong spot. Better get myself over here quick. I think that's been my biggest hiccup with this game, and occasionally over at the American, is it just staying in the in the proper lane, because some of these roads are very, there's so many interchanges, you could get pretty messed up pretty quickly. Yeah, I think I'm going to get another truck on here, maybe a Volvo or a Renault or something different. And we'll be rocking a couple of trucks. I think I have to buy a garage to go along with that. The other way to get around it too is just to take jobs, a quick job, but those quick jobs are not World of Truck type jobs, so we'll think about it. If we got to buy a garage just to be able to house a couple of trucks, we'll do that. I don't plan on having any more than 3 or 4 trucks or whatever. I have 3 now in American, which I have not announced that yet, but the next time you watch that, which will probably be before this video airs, who knows, or after this video rather. Or it might be before, I don't know. But anyway, you find out soon enough.
Right. And then exit right.
Yep. All right.
Exit right.
Getting ourselves slowed down. We're nice and good here.
Get ready to turn left.
The truck was kind of listing a little bit. That's why I took that stability away a little
Turn
bit. I
left.
thought it was kind of hokey that, you know, you can whip around a corner and your truck's not going to list a little bit to the side. So we straightened that out. I think nobody's coming. It's hard to tell sometimes. Doesn't look like anybody's coming around, but you never know.
Get ready to turn right.
I'm ready.
Turn right.
Yeah, I gotta get a little more accustomed to the brake. We really didn't need a complete stop in the middle of a road like that. But we managed to survive without somebody coming in and hitting us. Yeah, this is going to be a nice short one. I like that. Short little run. If I picked the one for 700 kilometers, we would have been probably still running for another 10-15 minutes or so, which is fine. But a good, you know, half-hour one is a good one every now and again. But we can't count our chickens before they hatch, so to speak. We still got 14 kilometers. And we could wreck or something along the way. You never know. I don't foresee that happening.
Turn right.
All right, we're gearing up. Whoa, slow the frick down, son of a bitch.
Turn right.
Yeah, I really gotta not be either all brake or no brake. It's just kind of like really wonky with me sometimes. But that's how it is getting used to the braking. I think what we'll do is for the next episode, wherever the hell that's going to be,
You have arrived at
probably
your
a day or
destination.
two after this one.
Your route guidance is now finished.
All right, enter. We're going to do, let's play it safe because I don't have 3 hours to park this truck. And nobody wants to watch me park this truck, believe me. I think we've been to this place. Yeah, we have. Oh my gosh, yeah, we've been to this place before. I was just saying how, like, I think when we end this, we're going to end it right here. And then, whoa. All right, where the heck is this? Yeah, we'll probably see if maybe we'll just pick a load right from here because there's probably the one going to be available. I'm going to assume that we're going to be going around this corner and coming up and then dropping the trailer up. I think that's the way it's going to be. At least I'm counting on it. The way the road signs are, it's kind of leading us that way. The arrows are going that way, so I would assume that's what they want. All right, well, how do you guys want it? Okay, yep, this is the way they want it. This is the problem with this. It's just like, really? You guys really screwed me with that. You could have given me a little bit better deal here. All right. We're going to do this a little different. All right, so that wasn't good enough. Well, I think we are even the whole. Oh, let's we're gonna whip it around. There we go. I think we got it now. There we go. Just in time for my wheel to fall out. I gotta love it. At least we made it to the end without screwing anything up anymore. All right, a little over 30 minutes, not bad. We should be level 12. Are you kidding me? We're just a skosh under 12. It's like, come on. Definitely the next one will be 12 for sure. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification, all of those things. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.